So happy New Year, guys! It's the year of the rabbit. So it's the second day of Chinese New Year. I've just got back from a drive back from my hometown. So these are the stuff that I would be working with. I'm not having a long break. I'm just having a very short break. Means the break is for today, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So I'll start work on Sunday. So I'm going back to work on Sunday. These are the things that I prepared for this weekend. I hope I could get all this put into the car. These are all part of the charger puzzle. So first of all, I've got myself a 20 amps a plug socket. These are the plug, these are the socket. So this is the female portion of it, which has 3 plugs, rated at 20 amps. This is another more like electric kettle type of socket or a PC, but it's much more higher rating. Is rated at 16 ampere continuous or 20 amps. So that 20 amps at hope you could get this on camera. 20 amps at 250 volts AC. So these are made by Paugen. If you guys ever want or could not find one, I think this is a good option for 20 amps charger. Part number for this, I have been looking it for some time over the net. P599 uses a socket type C20 type of connector. So the connection is labeled as C20. So both of these would match easily. Could go in easily like this to pass the current, and also the to unplug it, it's quite stiff. Both of them is connected pretty well. It's not easy to even to get it off on one hand. So there it is. So it does not come in the set. You have to buy a connector. This is the description from the seller. So part number PX0050599 is the C19. I'm sorry, C19. That's the socket, and the other one, the inlet, is PX0596. So that is the inlet, the female portion of it. So you could get both of them for an easy setup. So what I've done is, these are parts of the old connections from the fuel tank. So I took this out, save it up, and this is actually a remodeled or remachined Teflon, which is all insulated. It's insulated, and also I've covered up. So this thing is airtight. Actually, the whole thing is airtight. So I could easily put this back in, and the whole thing would fit back into the original fuel hole. So that's the original wire that pushes up the flare. So this would sit properly, and this is machined according to this specification, where I could easily mount this like this, and put 2 M3s over it. That will be tied down properly. Now need to tap 3 more holes to fit into the car, plus 2 more holes for the M3s to go down, plus the wiring. I'll be choosing the what do you call, the largest area to work at. So wires would pass through on the top, goes through into the socket, and from the charger. So then this one would be my connection to my plug outlet. So that's how things are. So the cap is sort of ready now. Added a piece of rubber gasket, so that should keep all the moisture or whatever out of the compartment. And plus the hole is drilled at an angle, so the smoother angle of entry for the wires. I hope. Just a quick try on the wires, just to make sure the hole fits the wire snugly, not too tight, not too. Yep, I think it's good. I think it's really good. So not too much free play, not too little, just nice for the well, we'll worry about how the wire repass it out. Let's fix it up on the car first, and worry about that later. So the setup is sort of also comes from the back, and 3 screws will align perfectly. Plus the rubber gasket should sit a little bit out. Yep. I think we do have a problem here. I missed something very important. I am in the rush of things. Well, as the day is getting dark, so I actually missed out the mounting hose. Bloody hell, I missed out the mounting hose. I missed out 2 mounting holes on this. I have not tapped it yet, but anyway, that's how it is. It's not the worst of things, but it just need to be get done, that's all. Plus I've also quickly made a cover of sort, just from some old plastic or Molex connectors, which we use a lot in at our workplace. These are some of the connectors, plastic. So I've sort of reshaped it so it could fit snugly into the cover. So that would be the cover when it's not charging. So I tried to hang it somewhere, so that would be sort of a waterproof cap for it when it's traveling, not charging. Well, on to making 2 more mounting screw for the socket. This is how things are progressing for now. I've removed it and tapped in the holes, plus an extra one to hold down the cover, and pass through the wires. That's how the wire passes through here and out here. So I've flared it and put in the shrinkables. So now it's a matter of waiting for the heater gun to be heated up, so we can start the soldering. And terminals would be as such, where it's gonna be green and so on. So made a sort of cover for it, plus using some old wire leaders for the fishing stuff. So I quickly came out and tie up the fishing wire leader for it, just to grip it. So we'll see how that work out. Hopefully that will work out fine. And onto the connections now. So all is soldered in and wrapped in shrinkables, and part of it I've made a shrinkable stopper, which there's no way for the cable to go backwards beyond this point, so it acts as sort of a stopper here. So there is no way that the connections might be pulled out or pulled away. So all this is done. I've checked with the meter, connections are okay. So push all this in and fix this up permanently. Quite hard. So the whole works is put back properly, full assembled. Wirings, whatever. Only thing left is now is the cover. So the cover is gonna be something like this, with a screw attached at the bottom. So that's how more or less it is going to be. So let's do it. So that's how it's so that would still stay in part of the place, you know, so I don't have to run around looking for it. Once after use, just have to pop it in. So that should keep the dust and any form of moisture away from the sockets. I think that's gonna work pretty well. Alright, so I'll continue to work a little bit on the high power cables now. I've fabricated this piece of I don't know what it's called, but it's gonna fit underneath the car, where the conduit will rest on top of this, just similar like the one that I've done before. So I've quickly ran down to Jerry's place during the Chinese New Year. His guys are working, he is of course off, and took up some of the scraps that was lying around and quickly welded certain pieces together. So I'll best fit it and make a few holes so this stainless steel sort of hanger could fit underneath the car. So in the rush of things, actually I've made a mistake, a big mistake, which I have to rework on this piece of what you call this, the conduit hanger. Well, a conduit hanger seems a more appropriate name for this. So the conduit hanger, actually what I did was, actually I had the perspective from underneath the car, so I have fabricated from a top view. So actually the whole orientation is actually reversed. If you can see this one compared to the old one, actually the older one is supposed to be flipped. That's right. That was the orientation upside down. So the whole thing was actually wrongly done 180 degree. I have to go back to Jerry. Actually, I've just quickly flipped this around. It's actually quite thin, but with some uh, tool shaping metal and good hammer, I've actually bent it back to this and test fitted it. Two sets of holes. This sets of holes actually works the best uh, for the car. That's the original. I've used back the existing screw which used to hold up the exhaust pipe. So the screw points are actually all reused. And also, if you notice, it used to be the hanger used to be on this side. So I have to chop this off and redo a new one. And hopefully this time I get the height right. The old one, the height was actually in a way of sort, so I actually redo it with a more, I hope I have enough clearance. Actually this clearance is very tight once I had it measured. So the hanger is actually cut, re-welded. I took another new piece and welded on again. So now the mounting points come to the other side, so the whole thing is actually now reversed 180 degree. I have to wait a few days more, at least 2 days more, before I have any time to make an extra. The hole is actually here. It's going to be very near to the steering column. This will be mounted near the steering column mounting bolt, and all the way down here this would be the exhaust pipe hanger, and the gearbox lever, the gear lever actually is around this portion here. So hopefully that all will come in a few days time. So I have to leave you guys for this week. Thanks for watching again. So take care.